Oh my God. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my live stream. Yes, 500 feet above the streets of New York City. I woke up like 10 minutes ago, tops. We got the sun just starting its thing in the background. And with that, let's say hi to Robert Spahn. Robert, you are first on the whole damn thing. What's going on, brother? Brother man, brother man. Who else we got? Ross Dog's Broken Spirit. Of course, Sending Stars motivates Opie to continue live streaming daily. Of course. Stop it already. Super chats. Love the super chats. You know that. And if you don't want to do that, you hit the like button, and that certainly helps the cause. Chris Cooper, what's going on? Nick Umrican, how are you, brother? Ross Dog saying, noise, nighttime attitude. I know it feels like night, but that sunrise is about to pop. What's up, Vin? How are you? What's up, Bob? What's up, A. Thompson? How are you? Who else we got? Scott Arsenal. We got the Dude Man Bro Chief. What's going on? We got Ted Palawada. What's going on? We got Damien. How are you? We got Nick Anderson. Oh, I was in the Thanksgiving Day parade holding the Shaq balloon. Mind freak. Very nice. Good morning, Ope. Hi, Ken Mosca. How are you? Robert Cowling. Good morning. Cupcake and crew. We got Detroit by Dark. Oh, my God. All the regulars are up early today. The early oak gets the worm. Sure, why not? What's up, Gail? Good morning. Got banned from Facebook while I was away on vacation, so I assume I got hacked. Well, damn, that's not good. Nice video quality this morning, Greg. Be big spending this morning. There's no rhyme or reason. There's literally no rhyme or reason. Some days, I think it's because of how I shoot my live streams. We're competing with that, and that messes up things. And then when I'm at the ocean, that messes up. I don't know. We've tried 3 or 4 different cameras. We've tried a couple different lights. But yeah, today I'll take it. We got a decent video. So I guess I'll be over here now. Yes. Well, that's okay, Scott. We'll take you on the YouTube. Jason N, killing it, Ope. I don't know if I'm killing it. I'm just trying to make a little living for myself and my family. Good morning, GH and everyone. That's all I need these days. Just a little living. Chris Tartaglia, what's going on, brother? I know Chris Tartaglia more lately because he made an episode of the Opie Radio podcast. We restructured the Opie Radio podcast a bit, and I'm focusing mostly on episodes from Tuesdays at Get Parts, and Chris Tartaglia made one of the last episodes. Okay, I don't know. I'm trying to get my eyes open. I can't do it. They're half shut. But there is a new episode of Opie Radio right now. I hope you download and check it out today. That would be wonderful. I got 2 podcasts. You know that by now, I hope. XM202 Afro. Good morning, Open Squad. This guy. I go live on Twitch for just this guy. I want to go on Twitch for many more people, but it's just for this guy. I have no audience on Twitch, but it's an option when I live stream off StreamYard, something like that. I might as well click on it. So what's going on there, XM202 Afro? Afro means Anthony, Fez, Ron, and Opie when we used to do the Afro shows, yes. What a giant waste of time mentioning everyone watching. No, it's not, Thomas. Let's get rid of Thomas. No, it's not. These are the people that support me. These are the people that hit the like. These are the people that give a $5 every once in a while. These are the people that are downloading episodes and keeping me going. And you're just a nameless, well, I guess you weren't nameless. Your name was Thomas. You're just here to be a jerk. Congratulations, GH. What's the congratulations about, sadist? Yo, why you'd shave the beard? When's the last time you went full clean shave? Oh, I don't look, what I'm about to say, you could openly laugh at. Okay, yes. But my kids, they say when I'm completely shaved, I look like a teenager. I've learned, just like everyone else, you learn what works. And for me, having stubble, unless I have a meeting or something really, really important, the stubble is what works for me. the short hair works for me now. We all figure out our styles. There's some of you right now, you're watching with a mustache because it works for you. Some of you have a little goatee because it works for you. Some of you ladies have bangs because it works for you. So that's why you try all sorts of shit. You go, you know what? I'm going to keep going back to not shaving. I think that's where I look all right. Dude, man, bro chief, smoking dope, watching dope. Guilty pleasure of mine. Well, that's not a bad combination. I like that. Did Oppenheimer hear he missed his chance for redemption in the Dabbleverse? Oh, no. Oh, no. Look, one little hiccup in the Dabbleverse, and then what? I missed my chance. Then that's a world that's too exhausting for me. Too exhausting for me. What's up, Jason? How are you, brother? Naming names it's not a waste of time. It's also a warm up, if you want to know the truth, because I go from waking up and quickly doing my setup, making coffee. I'm half asleep. I'm still half asleep, and saying hi to some people that I see every morning that support me. I think some of you like hearing your name every morning. And then, we slowly roll into hopefully something or maybe nothing. That's the beauty of this. This might not be anything today. Who knows? What's happening tonight? Sadist Vodka says. I don't know. You know, GH. I don't know. When Carl told the guy to land the plane on the last best of, I laughed. I laughed too hard. Right on, brother. We got a lot of great things that happen on the Opie Radio podcast. I do it very, very differently. I have original episodes, current episodes. I have the best in last year, which is the last year of radio I ever did. It's one of my favorite years of radio. That's a series called Best and Last. And then I got some other things. I got some other things on there. You might want to check it out if you haven't checked out my podcast in a while. All right. Oh, you're talking about the Opie MLC Alliance. Is it an alliance now? Sadist. I finally went on with Kevin Brennan, or I guess he technically went on my show, but I think it was. The other thing is going through batteries like crazy with my microphone. I just bought a giant pack of AA, and this stupid microphone, it's really good. It's a professional microphone. It's great when I'm out on the streets and stuff, but man, does it suck up battery power. So I think I'm back just using the MacBook Audio. That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. The former model. Oh my God. Did you watch the GTA 6 trailer, Opster? I did not. I saw that it was all over the place. We were part of GTA back in the day. I think they went 12 years between GTA 5 and GTA 6. What took them so long to get the new one out? Well, actually, it's just the trailers, but everyone is just ranting and raving. I probably should have watched the trailer so I could have talked about it today, but when I was spinning around my social media yesterday, it looked like everybody was really, really into the trailer. I don't know why I didn't click on it. I was kind of busy yesterday doing this and that, just who gives a crap stuff. So I'll take a look at it today. Wait till Kevin's pay pigs come to your Tuesday night streams, Sadist Vodka. Oh yeah, we're doing the Tuesdays at Get Parts today. We do that every Tuesday. So I'm looking forward to seeing Matt and the gang later. Online Panhandler, way to go. Oh, you have reached your pinnacle. All right, Mark. Thank you, brother. I don't know what that means. And this, Mark, you wanna have an open conversation about stuff, great. But this nonsense doesn't fly over here. It's stupid. The fact is, it is a weird place to be because nowadays, if you're a content provider, you're not working for a big company anymore where they just hire you, they give you a giant salary, and then you don't have to worry about anything anymore. Everybody you know, everybody you like, whether it's another radio guy, a podcaster, or a comedian, They're hustling all day long. You have to go right to the consumer now, and it is a little weird, and it is a little panhandly. I'll be the first to say that. I don't need you to say it, Mark. It is very, very strange, but this is how it's done these days, unfortunately. Looking good, Ope, not hating, having seen mustaches a lot in years. No, I know, but there are people out there that still do the stash. Good morning, Open Squad. What's up, Greg Buell? Good to see you, buddy. How are you, man? It's been a minute, huh? Felch coming in. Okay. What do you think about CM Punk coming back to the WWE? Oh, my God. I just thought it was unbelievable. It came out of... I don't give two craps. What am I, 5? In the words of Jim Florentine, what am I, 5? Who cares that CM Punk came back? He came on our show when he was a massive star, and I didn't care. He's a little full of himself. No, he's actually not a bad guy. What are you doing, Ope? he's not a bad guy. But I don't know. Like, what does it mean? This is what I think. Okay, CM Punk comes back to the WWE. I'm sure it was just an unbelievable moment. People are losing their minds. It finally happened. I think he took something like 10 years off or something, right? And then it's just going to settle down. It's going to just settle down. And then you're going to be like, oh, that's right. It's wrestling. So I guess the pop was cool and exciting for some. But, like I said, I'm not 5 years old. I don't watch wrestling. There was a time in the Attitude Era, we did a lot of content on wrestling. Me and Anthony and all the big stars came through. I'm not going to lie. That was pretty awesome. But now it's like, who gives a crap? Morning Hope, can't get my eyes open either. It's stupid. I honestly go through life like that. Well, not like that. I look like a psycho, but my eyes are usually, but they're like slits today. It's Tuesday. You said on Twitter you weren't going to the bar. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. A match made in content heaven. Oh, me and the Kevin Brennan. Yeah, I'll probably I have to return the favor and go on his actual show. So that's definitely gonna happen. And then we'll see what happens after that. I don't know. It's a piece of S. What's a piece of S? Am I that far behind on the comments, Vincent? What are you talking about? It's a piece of S. When are you doing the beer show again? I'm doing it today. The actual beer show. I incorporated the beer show into the Tuesdays at Gephardt's, to be honest with you, Chris. But see, what I need to hire some people to go through some of the raw video of Tuesdays at Gephardt's, and then take all the beer content and make those into separate episodes. But I'm a one-man machine these days. But we've incorporated the beer talk into the Tuesdays at Gephardt's. Boost the audio a bit. Is it that bad? Sorry about that. I didn't expect my my batteries to go. Is it that bad? If it's that bad, we can just shut it off. I'll go get batteries and we can do it in a couple hours. Opie didn't miss out on any redemption. He's doing his own thing, and it's working for him. His true fans will be with him no matter what. Thank you, Deborah Lundy. Yeah, my fan base is very, very loyal, but it's also it's also very small. And I want to do it my way. Whatever. I know drama sells. I know talking crap about people sells. Like I made a living off it. But it's kind of not my thing. If you notice, I even backed way down on the Opie and Anthony shit talking, and my numbers dropped. I get it. I know, but I don't really want to. I don't want to live in that world on a regular basis. Like I said, I'll dip my toes in. If I have to jump in, if I have to jump all in, I'll do that. But to do it day to day, I have no desire to do that. Like literally zero. Opie live, and I got no coffee made. What's wrong with you, Mike O'Donnell? I got Target coffee. Cheers. We do Target runs now because our stupid supermarket And all the bodegas in the area, their prices are it's just too much. It's just too much. Anybody else? You know the oatmeal like this big, the little tub, right? You get the idea. $12. It's like four. It's like $4 or $5 out east. They want 12 effing dollars, and the coffee's like something like it's closing in. It's closing in on like $20 a bag. It's like, so we do Target runs. So I'm drinking Target coffee, bitches, and I don't care. It's stupid, absolutely stupid. And the guy selling the Christmas trees for over $200. His trees are just sitting there, and they're already turning like, light green because they're already dying. Because the people, I think people all over New York have finally had it with the prices. They're like, go F yourselves, So they're finding other ways to get cheaper groceries. I mean, this building, most of the people that live in this building do all right for themselves, and you see it. You see it with everybody. We all talk about it. They get their groceries and everything else from somewhere else because the people around here they're just ripping off New Yorkers. So at this point, I used to feel bad when a mom and pop shop closed down, but some of these but some of these places closing down. I'm like, good. Because I know how they were ripping off the people when they were open, and people finally had it. What's up, Mernon, J.R. Carter, good morning. As long as you're enjoying it, who gives a F what others think? Well, that's kind of been my theme, Chris Tartaglia, for a very, very long time. And you know what you learn? As soon as you turn off your Twitter, as soon as I turn this off, it's not real life. We get together, we have we have a little fun. It's a nice meeting place, this live stream in the mornings as the sun's coming up. And then we all go about our lives, man. As soon as you turn off Twitter, you're like, oh, there's a whole world out there. A whole world out there that has nothing to do with this. I go through life. My kids have play dates. I meet their parents. And you want to know the reality? Most of them don't know what I do. Most of them don't know what I did. Most of them, if they do know what I used to do or do now, don't give two shits. That's the reality. That's the reality of the whole thing. We were at a housewarming party for my son's friend, and it was very festive. And there were a lot of parents there and kids. And then I was the carpooling guy, bringing some kids back to the city. None of this stuff literally none of this stuff comes up. I mean, none of it. Screw the haters. Ope's the GOAT. Thank you, sir. I'm just in a different phase of my life, and a lot of people, they don't like this phase of my life. They want me to be the big rock and roll radio guy, and they haven't realized that I've slowed down. I still enjoy doing this. I push, certainly, because it definitely brings in some money. I enjoy it, but they're looking for something from me that if the right opportunity comes along, sure, of course. But this is my life now. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm a good friend to a bunch of people, and that's it. That's it. Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen. What's up? What's up, Nick? What's up? Was pointless merging UFC with WWE? Well, yeah, man. Anyone else not wanting to get out from under flannel? Oh, you got flannel sheets, Joyce? Cheers. I'll tell you what sheet. You want to rank the sheets? We can rank sheets. Let's get my kids up. You know what? Let me just get my daughter up real fast. Hold on. Joyce, hold that thought. Hold on. Hold on. I'll be right back. Literally. This is a little different today. I'm not getting coffee. I just got to go to a room real close to wake somebody up. Oh, look at that sunrise. Look at that sunrise. Man, that's looking good. Forgot my daughter wanted to get up a little earlier today. All right. Joyce is under flannel sheets. Oh my God. Know what sheets I hate? And I might lose a few of you on this one. Silk. You slide into bed and you slide off the edge. You put your head on a silk pillow and it slides off onto the mat. What? Silk stinks. It's overrated. It's all about the flannel. It's all about the flannel, Joyce. I hate silk sheets. And if you really want to get into it, the rubbing, Are the wrestlers as big as they claim to be, like 7 feet tall? You ever meet Hogan? Yeah, Hogan came in. Ho. We had Hulk Hogan. This is how jaded we were. One day, we're just doing the Opie and Anthony show. Whatever. We're just another day, taking everything for granted, assuming it was going to last a lifetime, which it kind of did. I mean, 20 years is a long time. Door opens up, and the whole Hogan family comes marching in. Hulk Hogan, he was married at the time, and his 2 kids. And we had such a good time, man. Such a good time. And I got a group photo with the whole Hogan family. And then Brooke would come in on her own. I don't know whatever happened to her. Wasn't she supposed to be some kind of music star or something? She fell off, right? What's the Hogans doing these days? Someone give me an update. What is Hogan's wife doing, and the 2 kids especially? What are they up to these days? Sup, Ope? Do you people make big money doing radio anymore? Not really. Not really. There's no real money in radio anymore. Look, you got a handful of people that are still doing okay, but no, man, not really. I mean, think about it. I don't know where you're from, but the radio go. What's going on, brother? But they're even shutting down rock stations in pretty much every big city now because they just can't make money at it. So if they can't make money on the advertising and whatnot, then they're not going to pay their people that much. This, like I said, there's probably a handful of guys that do all right. You probably know some of the players, but in general, there's not much money left in radio at all. It's sad. And, we've gone over this over the years, but radio did it to themselves. They were the only game in town. I remember they saw new media coming, and they just didn't give a shit. I remember when internet radio hit, they're like, who cares? It's the internet. You can't make money off the internet. That's what someone actually told me, who was a real big deal in the radio world. And then after that, satellite radio came along. Like, it's satellite. They can't really compete with us. So they start taking advertising on regular radio for satellite radio, turning everybody onto satellite radio. And then I don't. My point is, I know people make fun of me for saying this, but and that's fine. But I've been doing this since I was literally 18 years old. This is all I know. There's been times in the last 5 years, let's say, that I've thought about doing other things. I don't really know what else to do. I really don't. Maybe start a small business or something. I don't know. But my point is, I've been doing this for such a long time, and I don't know what it is with traditional radio, but they let new media, they let all sorts of competition come and just stomp on their heads. Like I said, in the heyday of my career and stuff, there was something called we're printing money. They couldn't make more money. Everybody wanted to advertise on the big shows like Opie and Anthony, Howard Stern, Don and Mike, Ron and Fez. It goes on and on. You can name the other people. I don't feel like naming them. And there was a waiting list, of clients. How do we get on Opie and Anthony? Well, we might be able to squeeze. Like, it was unbelievable. And then all this new media came around, and all radio had to do was adjust. All they had to do is put a foothold in internet radio early on, put a foothold in satellite radio, or make sure you don't help them. There was also a time like regular radio could have got involved with satellite radio, and they're like, let them do their own thing. To think that satellite radio would be, I mean, way bigger than regular radio is insane. It's insane because radio had such a head start. And now they're doing it again with like podcasting. There was a time, now it's happening to satellite radio. There was a time that satellite radio was king and all these podcasters were starting out. We don't need them. And now they're trying to play catch up and they're trying to grab some of these podcasters for satellite radio. So it's to answer your question, I know I went the long way on that one. Now there's literally no money left in regular radio, especially. Trust me, I've had my offers, and it's mind-boggling what they're willing to pay at this point. And they plead with you like, this is all we got. I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you. I know what it takes to put a high-profile show on the air, and it's you guys might think it's easy and fun, but there's a lot to it, and you want to be paid for that. So instead, I turn this on. And like today, make zero money, but I get a bunch of likes, might get a few of you to download an episode of a podcast or something. And that's it. That's all you can expect these days. You should do a hard liquor show. Now, Ross Dogs. I'm barely a beer drinker. Matt makes fun of me. Actually, this is how lame I am. So I do Tuesdays at Get Parts. And the series is on my YouTube, Opie Radio, the Facebook, Opie Radio fans. There's a playlist. It's called See You Next Tuesday. It's all the episodes from Get Parts because I take the raw live stream and I cut out all the crap that doesn't work and I turn them into episodes. I don't drink the rest of the week because I have 2, maybe sometimes 3 lousy beers with my friend Matt every Tuesday. That's how lame I actually am, if you want to know the truth. So why in God's name would I do a hard liquor show? Although I do like a taste of bourbon every once in a while, my friend. You have talked about being starstruck, but do you ever remember Patrice ever being starstruck by a comedian or any guest or any guest? Wow, you were typing fast, weren't you, CM? You needed to get that out real fast, didn't you, CM? Sure. I mean, there were moments, with Patrice that he would more or less let his guard down, I'm trying to remember an actual celebrity that he was part of that he was a little starstruck. In general, we weren't starstruck. It took a lot to get us starstruck because there was a point every day we had an A-lister coming through. Man, I would love to answer that question, CM, but I can't off the top of my head think of a celebrity that Patrice actually went, oh my God. Because it took a lot to make Patrice go, oh my God. But if you were funny, he would give it to you. And that was one of the differences between Patrice and a lot of other comics. Happy you stream on YouTube. Twitch sucks, Canyon. Well, I just I could check Twitch. That's all it is. StreamYard extended all the places you could live stream at the same time, which is awesome. So now it used to be I could only live stream on Facebook and YouTube. That was it. Now I can do Facebook groups, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter today. And that's kind of badass. And you add all that up, it's a decent little audience that I talk to every morning. So but Patrice, there were comedians that I don't know if it was jealousy. I don't know what it was. That, they would not give you the laugh because they needed to be the funniest person in that moment or on that show. And so sometimes you would do something and you're like, man, I know that was funny or whatever. And they wouldn't give you anything because they were like, you're not supposed to be funnier than me. That's one of the problems with comedians in general. They need to be the funniest guy in the room, and it gets exhausting after a while. But my point is, Patrice, it didn't matter if it was Opie, Anthony, Jim Norton. It didn't matter if it was the intern. It didn't matter if it was the engineer coming in to fix something. Didn't matter if it was Club Soda Kenny. If somebody was funny on the Opie and Anthony show, Patrice would give you the laugh. I was going to say the respect. That's stupid. He would give you the laugh. He absolutely would laugh at your stuff if you were funny. Audio not bad, Mon. Yeah, it's all right. I lost my microphone again. Great views. Who needs them? Good morning. What's up, Raul? Look at that. Here comes the sun. I'll say audio's fine. Oh my God, am I that far behind? All right, let me skip a little. All right. More Opie and Kevin. You all got good chemistry, Piffy Puffs. Well, I got good chemistry with a lot of people, but yeah, I liked the exchange me and Kevin had. What was that, Friday? It was all right, man. It was all right. Opie, what do you think of Anthony's quadruple bypass? It's I know a thing or two about that because my dad went through that. My dad at hard to believe, but my dad at 63 went and had quadruple bypass surgery. It was absolutely horrifying. He had it done at the VA hospital in New Haven, Connecticut. I remember we were in his room, and that was 93 when the first attack on the Twin Towers happened. Because I remember seeing the footage as he was healing. It was downright horrific, man. It was unbelievable. I remember the whole thing like it was yesterday. We rented a really horrible, cheap side of the road hotel on I-95 that was close to the VA hospital. This place was down and dirty. It was a scary place, but for whatever reason, at the time, it was convenient, and I don't think there were any other real hotels close by at the time. This is 93, so we had to stay there while my dad was getting this quadruple bypass surgery. And I remember I don't remember exactly because, I'm from a big family. So there was a few of us and my mom up there. I remember my dad was having a hot dog as his last meal before his quadruple bypass surgery. And my mom's like, oh, just let him enjoy. Because we're like, well, the hot dogs are what got him into this situation, but whatever. And then they had the operation. And back then, I don't know how they do it now. And I hope I never need to know. But back then, man, they just slit you from your neck all the way down to your belly button. And they pry your ribs apart to get the heart. I pray they don't do it that way anymore. I have no idea. But they crack your literal ribs and stretch it open to get to your heart. That's how my dad had his quadruple bypass surgery. And then what I remember was that the next, I don't know, when we could finally see him and he was healing, he would grab a pillow. Because of the operation and everything else, it made him cough a lot. Could you imagine? I played a lot of basketball growing up and I had a lot of injuries. My fingers are pretty fucked up because I broke many fingers. I jammed all of them, but broke at least 3 of them, at least. And my fingers are they hurt. But one time I got hit in the sternum, boom, right here, and I cracked my sternum. Not bad, but enough where every breath was excruciating pain. All right. That was just for a dumb little sternum crack from an elbow in a basketball game. My dad had quadruple bypass surgery where they cut you from here to here, open up your rib cage, get in there, do what they have to do, close you up. And then for a few days, every time he had a cough, he would grab this pillow like this, and you could see it on his face like, oh, no, here comes another one. It was either a cough or a sneeze. And the pain he was feeling, just a cough or sneeze, that part I'll never forget. But with that said, I think I know a little bit what Anthony went through just because of my experience with my dad. But the thing is, my dad, after his quadruple bypass surgery, like I said, he was 63. He came home within a few weeks. He healed really fast, and he chose to do all sorts of big, huge projects around my childhood home. He was a new person. He was a rock star after that. For the longest time, his energy was completely different, and it didn't slow him down. He actually was. He looked and acted younger after the surgery. So, it's up to Anthony what he wants to do after going through something crazy like that. But they give you a new lease on life. That's for sure. That is for sure. You definitely feel like you have a lot more energy and you can do a lot more things. And like I said, man, I wish him nothing but the best. A lot of crap went down, unfortunately. That makes it very, very, very hard for me to even want to talk to him. But with that said, I absolutely wish him the best. And I hear he's doing all right. So that's what I got on that. Besides the fact that the hotel we stayed in on the side of the road on I-95, I love this story. There was one day we were just, I don't know why, but we only had one room with two beds. I don't know why. I know why. I wasn't making crazy money yet. I know why. I wasn't making crazy money yet. I forget, it was like 93. I was doing all right, but so we were using this one room as a home base, and my grandma was alive at the time, and she was just distraught, needed to be close to my dad. So she was in the room. She had her own bed. And then one night I was up there with my grandma, my sister, her husband, and me. So there's four of us. I ended up sleeping on the floor. I believe my sister and her husband, they shared a bed, and then my grandma had her own bed. I wasn't going to sleep with my grandma, so I slept on the freaking floor. And my brother-in-law, I should get him on. He tells the story way better than me. But basically, my grandma was showing my sister, rosary beads and stuff. She was a very religious person, and she was really basically just because she was doing rosary beads because my dad was going to have this major operation. So they were having a real moment talking about the rosary beads and what this means, and you do this and that, and it was really, really nice. And me and I'll say his name, Mike. I love Mike. Mike's awesome. My brother-in-law. Me and Mike are laughing our asses off because we're the only ones noticing. And my sister had to have noticed. We're the only ones at first that noticed that there was it had to be a trucker. It was a trucker with a hooker in the room next to us, and the walls were paper thin, and the noises and the talking and the noises, I'll just say, were so out of control and so loud. And there's my grandma with the rosary beads going, anyway, so this, and then you want to do this and that. And me and Mike are like, anyone else hear this? It was literally our own X-rated movie was playing out, through the wall. And then at one point, my grandma did notice, and she, 1993, she was already, holy shit, was she 83 at the time already? She was 83 years old. Oh my God. If my grandma was alive, how old would she be? Would she be like if my grandma was alive, oh my God. If my grandma was alive, she'd be 113 years. What? That's crazy. Anyway, she was 83 at the time. And she finally started hearing the noise. And she's like, can you guys knock on that door and tell him to turn his TV down? And we're like, oh, that's not the TV. Oh, that's not the TV, Grandma. But they were just completely going at it in the next room. Are you familiar with the O&A subreddit and what happened with it eventually? No, not really. I stopped, over the years with Opie and Anthony, I stopped looking at message boards because they started getting really, really ugly and started to say really, really bad things about, I guess I should say, all of us. And at that point, I was like, you know what? You choose what to read and look at every day. And even all those years ago, I was like, wow, this is not, I'll say it. Excuse me. I've been biking my ass off, and I got lung butter coming up like you won't believe. Let me see if I can get more light on the situation here. That might help a little. See, this is what I mean. Like the video was absolutely awesome, but now we're competing with this. And now, there's not enough light that I can put on my face that doesn't make me look like, I got high blood pressure or something. But anyway, what happened? Hi, Joyce. How are you? But yeah, you choose what to read and see every single day. And I learned that lesson a long time ago. Why would you put yourself through that? So I know Whackbag was absolutely turning on me, turning on other people that had something to do with the radio show. So I just tapped out. I was like, I can't, I'm not going to do this to myself. And then it went to Reddit and it got really, really ugly. I have heard, but I honestly could tell you, I don't think I did. I was going to say, I don't think I ever went there, but I think man, in all those years, maybe less than 5 times I checked something out, maybe. Because in general, I was like, I don't need to see this ugliness. There's no reason. Hey, we're so happy you're leaving the house now to do live from Get Park. Getting out of the house is health. What are you talking about? Jesus, bro. I'm out of this house every day for hours. What are you doing? For real, what are you doing? What were your thoughts on the subreddit before it got nuked? Oh, okay, it's you again. They just started hating on all of you in the end for whatever reason. Yeah, well, I said we built a culture that was really dangerous because a lot of the guys that were amazing at being pests and really defending the radio show against like foreign and domestic enemies. The power they had that we ultimately gave them. I said it on the air, and I know some of you old timers know. I said eventually they will eat us alive, and that's exactly what they did. Because then what happens is like, the old this is not what I'm used to comes into play. And so when you're watching something and it's not what you like anymore, it's not what you're used to, then you ignore the fact that that particular thing gave you a lot of happy times and good entertainment, and all that goes out the window. And now you just got to destroy the people. That's how it works. That's how it works. So, but with all that said, I just didn't want to put myself through that. You want a job, Opie? You can stream from my channel. All right. F Kevin Bryan, he sucked worse than you. All right. Shuli Nation, Opie, you effed up. I didn't F up nothing. Like I could still probably, if Shuli was like a above table guy, there's probably still room there to figure something out, Joseph. But it doesn't make or break me to go on Shuli's network. It doesn't make or break me to go on the MLC podcast. Like I'm just doing my own thing. Look, I made $5 today. I'm good. I made $5 lousy dollars. Let's get John and Jeff back together to inject some life back into terrestrial radio. Oh my God. Heavens to Betsy. Thanks for the $4.99. I appreciate it. Stuttering John rules. He got you on the Tonight Show, and you said you don't know him, liar. When did I say I don't know him, Joseph? What are you doing? I praised Stuttering John. I didn't understand why so many people go after him. I now understand because, like, pretty much unprovoked, he went after me hard out of nowhere. But before that, and I would continue to say it, like Stuttering John absolutely, I believe, got me on the Tonight Show because he told Jay Leno about us. And Jay Leno did not like Howard Stern. And Stuttering John did not like Howard Stern at that point. And so they did a lot of talking. And Stuttering John absolutely was like, Howard Stern's got these competitors, this Opie and Anthony show, and they're nipping at his heels, and you got to check them out. I have no doubt in my mind. See, Joseph, I'm different than all these other fucking idiots out there. Even when I don't like somebody, I'm going to tell you the truth about them. Stuttering John absolutely got us on the Tonight Show. I believe that. But with that said, he turned on me dramatically, and I was one of the guys openly saying, man, I don't understand why he gets all this abuse from so many people. I sort of get it now. Thanks for membership. All right, little Penny. All right, let me get can I get a warm-up coffee? Oh my God. You know what? I'm skipping to a super chat because I'm trying to wipe out some of the chat because I can't keep up with it, and it's my OCD. So super chats go to the front of the line. And it just wiped out everything. So if you had something kind of good in there, you're like, man, I really just rewrite it. All right. The book, The Missing Ring, Boo-hoo, FSU. Mike, I don't know what that means. Does anyone know what this means? But thanks for the $5. Cheers. All right, let me warm up my coffee. I will be right back to finish up. Oh, damn, it's already 7? Oh, damn, we did 45 minutes already. All right. I'll be back to do another 10, 15. All right, sorry about that. Got to get the kids up. Oh, damn, you guys stuck around. Thank you. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Oh, waterfall update. Oh my God. Wait. What is this guy saying? Joseph saying, I'm sorry, y'all, of you for me being a jerk in here, but Opie's an idiot who deserves. Jesus, Joe, go away, buddy. Not many people in here would think I'm a jerk or an idiot, okay? You would think you would be nice to a legend. I don't know what that means. Oh, you're trying to stick up for Stuttering John? Yeah, but good for you. Stick up for him. That's fine. But we're going to move on to other things right now, if you don't mind, okay? All right. Wait. Oh, damn, you guys. Okay. All right. Wait. How much? Okay. Wait, where did? All right, hold on. Stay away from the Shuley cuck. Sub 70 IQs. You don't need that. Your MLC appearance is legendary. It was just fun. It was absolutely fun. Thank you, Trip to My Lou, for the $5. Vaping. Oh my God. Vaping just he just gifted 10 Opie radio memberships on my YouTube channel. Go get them. Go get them. You can be a member of my YouTube channel for a month on Vaping Dago. And that helps the cause, by the way. So thank you, Vaping. I appreciate it. All right. Look, if you want to talk about Stuttering John, MLC podcast, what else? Shuley and all that crap. You're going to. First super chat, I'll read anything, no problem. But I'm done. I'm done. Somebody. Oh, here it is. Waterfall update. Okay, so we can pretty much end with this. For the people that don't know, and I got a bunch of new people in the last few days. In the summers, I live out east, all nice. It's easy living. It's country living. It's ocean life. It's everything. Thank you, because I hate the city, as most of you know. So when I get a chance to go out there, that's where I want to be. It's just absolutely so peaceful, and that's yeah, whatever. But so I came back in what was it? August, guys? I think it was August. So I'm gone for the whole summer. So literally 3 months out of the year, I don't live in this city, which is awesome. But I come back like once a month to get bills, check on things, make sure the apartment's okay. And every time, the funny thing is, I've come back and the apartment hasn't been okay. And we're 500 feet above the streets of New York City. No one comes and goes in this apartment, but there's always something. A pipe burst that the building said wasn't their responsibility. It's just endless. But so I come back in August. I was here for the day. Had a lot to do. I woke up early in the morning. I'm on my couch. I'm editing a podcast, I believe, trying to get something online. Every day I try to get stuff online for you guys, whether you like it or not, whether you click on it or not. I'm at least trying to throw my shit out there for you guys, just trying to provide content. And so I got in really late the night before. I laid on the couch, watched some NBA basketball, went to bed. Got up really early the next day, like 5:30 in the morning. I think I even live streamed that morning. Went back on the couch, editing, doing my shit, watching the TV. And all of a sudden, like, I was waiting for something to upload or something. So I'm like bored and nothing's on the TV. So I just went like this to see a giant hole in my living room ceiling, which I did not notice. And I was in the living room for a while. You would notice because it pretty much ruined my living room. I didn't notice the rug or the coffee table that was also wrecked. Like, this thing couldn't come down in a more perfect place in my apartment. So we found out I want to rip the head off the guy that lives above me, but then it turned out that it wasn't him, that it was a few apartments higher than that. Guy took full responsibility. I got on the phone with him and he's like, look, I don't want to go through insurance. I got a guy. Let's do this without insurance companies. I'm like, sure, okay. Hi, Tommy. Sure. So the update, that was the question. The ceiling is fixed, but they need to paint it again because you can see exactly where the hole is. The rug. Okay. So there's a hole in the ceiling. That was major damage. Water pouring out onto a custom coffee table and a rug that costs way more money than I would have ever spent. That's another story. It has nothing to do with my wife. It had something to do with the designer, and that's a whole nother story that I would love to totally get into. Water hits the coffee table. Now it bounces on our really nice couch. It wasn't just a IKEA couch. It was a custom made couch. It was when I was making really decent money. So I was like, why don't we live in a nice place? So a rug, couch, coffee table, ceiling, all ruined. So we're working with these guys. They patched the ceiling, like I said, but you can see where the hole is because they didn't blend it yet, I guess. Remember, this was August, September, October, November. We're 4 months into this. So then they get the bright idea. They're like, well, there's a stain on the carpet, and there's a stain on the couch, and my couch is on the lighter side. So they get the bright idea to bring in a small steamer to take out the. Oh, do I have a picture of this? I think I have a picture. I don't share a lot of very personal stuff, as you know. I like to keep some privacy, but let me see if I can find it. So long story short, they bring in a steamer, not a heavy duty, like let's steam the whole rug, a small one to take away the stain on my couch and the stain on my rug. And let me see if I can find it. Let's see. All right, hold on. It's worth it. This is your update. This is worth. I know I'm babbling. Trust me, I know. So they're like, well, we'll take the steam, we'll take the stain away. So they have a little steamer. Here's the stain. Okay. Shh. They left me with this. Wait, can you see this? Oh my, wait. Why can't you see this? There it is. So there's obviously natural fading on my couch in general. So they think they fixed the stain on my couch. Please laugh at me. Please laugh at me. Who leaves the apartment and goes, we cleaned the stain? And then the rug, it doesn't do it as much justice, and the rug, that's the stain of the rug. Now, I understand it makes it look like we have very filthy rugs and couches. That's truly not the case. Those pictures are pretty dramatic. So I have to go back to the guy who wanted to not go through insurance and go, dude, yeah. Now I got to steam clean the entire rug and the entire couch to match that. And the other thing, to get to the ceiling, they stood on a cabinet that was anchored to a wall. It was a cabinet that ran about, I don't know, 15 feet across. Got a cabinet, big TV above the cabinet. They had to get on that cabinet to do something on the ceiling. They held on to one of my light fixtures that we have sort of, on both sides of my TV. They held on to one of that, so they pulled that out. And then because the guy was a big dude, he just assumed he could stand on my cabinet. That came loose from the wall. So basically, at this point, they have caused more damage in my apartment than fixed it. So there's your update on the waterfall. I'll keep you updated. Where I live, there's going to be no sunlight until 9 a.m. Well, damn on that, brother. Damn on that. Where do you live? I live in New York City. Mike and Cardiff Electric. How are you, brother? It's been a moment. Opie, Joseph Catalano is a legend. He is Joey C. I don't know who Joey C is. But good to see you, Cardiff. How is he a legend? How would I know that Joey C is a legend? He's taking dumb shots at me. Why is he taking dumb shots at me? I think I've been pretty open and honest about the Stuttering John thing. Stuttering John is a weird fucking dude, and I should have listened to a whole bunch of people that were trying to tell me for a very long time because I'm like, I don't understand why he gets so much crap out there. Now I understand. All right, I'm skipping to all right, I'll do a couple super chats, then we gotta go. No super chats, I turn the whole thing off. Is that fair? I think that's fair at this point. I did an hour. John Courts, $4.99. Fires for the lunacy of cleaning the rug and couch. Jesus, you could never tell they were there. How funny is that stain? Can I show it again? Like, no offense, like, who in their right mind would do this and think, look, I'll even give you a bigger picture. I don't like showing. I guess you can see my son's elbow. No, I ain't showing you my son's elbow. You don't deserve that. I see my son's elbow is in this pic, but this gives you a better shot of the handiwork. Fixed? No, it's not fixed. You can't leave me with that. If you're the one fixing my apartment after a waterfall in my ceiling, then you can't leave saying done. Oh my God! Thanks, John, for the $4.99. Sell that place and come live in Seward, Alaska. Oh, you can fish as much as you want. Man, I would love to go to Alaska. I was learning about, maybe someone can help me. I think it was Alaska. See, the beauty of this shit, I should really start writing stuff down again that I find interesting, because I find all this interesting stuff and then I kind of forget about it. And then someone says Alaska and then it goes, oh, boom. There's a town in Alaska. Maybe someone can look it up real fast. The whole town, or something like over 90% of the town. Now imagine this. It's such a small place. They all live in one apartment complex. That's the whole town. And I was thinking to myself, what a weird life that would be. Like, what do you do? You know, I understand if you live way up in the mountains and stuff and you're far away from everybody. I understand that would be enticing with all the hiking you can do and the fishing and maybe some hunting and four-wheeling, all that stuff. I get all that. But Alaska is brutally cold. They're in a tiny, tiny town, and the whole town lives in an apartment complex, or just about everybody. And I was thinking, what the hell do during the day? What's their day-to-day like? Where are these workers from? No ladder? Time to call insurance. We've had can I say this? Yeah, I think it's all over. So I've lived in this building for a while now, over 10 years. Probably have to start saying like close to 15, I guess. And so over the years, you know, in New York, you can't buy in general new construction in these apartments, because the problem in New York City, a new building goes up and it's like just turn the key type of places, right? But because of the demand for these brand new apartments and brand new buildings, the prices for these apartments are absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And you don't get your money back because of really quickly, you know, the value of your place dramatically goes down because it's not new anymore, and they got other buildings that go up that are brand new, and the whole cycle continues. So, you know, most people like myself, you do all right for yourself, and they show you just shit apartments after shit apartments, because they could do that in New York. Like I told you, the average price of a New York City apartment, a one bedroom, is well over $1 million now for one bedroom. One bedroom, one little living room area, a little kitchen, and a bathroom. That'll cost you well over $1 million. It's well over now. That's how crazy New York City real estate is. And that's why I'm in a bit of a pickle financially, if you want to know the God's honest truth. So you have to find an apartment that's just okay, and then everybody's involved with construction in New York City. I mean, everybody. The construction crews on a daily basis going through this building is crazy. I mean, crazy. So we've had 3 major construction jobs, and we had to sue 2 companies, 2 out of the 3. Yeah, without getting into details, we had no choice. I don't want to deal with that garbage, but we had to. We had one that was just glorious. They did everything they said they would. They were perfect. And 2, not so much. And now a guy, this is the 4th construction crew I've dealt with while living in New York. And once again, this is how they fixed the stain on my couch from a waterfall from the apartment above. They said, done. We're done. Jesus. It's a nightmare. I remember seeing apartments. I don't want to give the figures. I'm like, you want how much for this shithole? Are you kidding me? Well, it has park views, though. Because if you could see, all right, it's hard in this picture, but like this is Central Park. It's if you were in this room, you could see it very easily, but there's Central Park in the distance. Okay, because you can see Central Park from this apartment. It makes the price of this place go way up. It's so stupid. But over the when we were looking for a place, I'm like, you want how much for this? Wait, I'm not getting super chats. Why am I still talking? It's all right. I'll at least finish this thought, and then we'll go. And like, well, this apartment's so much because it has Central Park views. I'm like, where? Follow me. And they were confident. The realtor was really confident. Follow me. And all of a sudden, We go in a room. I forgot what room it was. It's been many years. And I'm like, where? And then I had to lean up against the window. The window, my face was like this against the window. Okay, now if you look to your left, I'm like, I'm looking to my left. Like I had to get my eye like squished into the window. You could see this much of Central Park between these two buildings. You don't see Central Park if you walked into the room. Oh God, no. You did see it if you went like this up against the window. And because of that, and I know you think you gotta be lying. I know you're gonna say there's no way this is true, but ask any other New Yorker. One of the things I love doing with this live stream is just talking about the utter nonsense and BS of this city. Because any apartment that gives you a glimpse of Central Park, they raised the number on the apartment dramatically. I'm like, you're out of your mind. Next, meaning show me the next apartment. Dirty Deeds, you may be going there. You keep running your mouth. I have no idea what that means. All right, I'm going to start wrapping up. All right. Let's wrap it up. Hope you're a legend. Damn, man. My kids don't give a shit. My wife don't give a shit. My friends don't give a shit. I'm a legend. I guess if you give a shit, that's cool. I'm just my kids. I'm just their stupid dad. That's it. They don't give two shits. I like it that way. I have no desire to ever go to Alaska. Cold enough to freeze, warm enough to be eaten by bugs. Oh God, imagine that. Cardiff Electric. Is this the Cardiff Electric, by the way? Yeah. Joey, I don't. Yeah, you might have this self-worth or whatever. I don't really. No, I'm not gonna say I don't really. I don't know who you are. I truly don't know who you are. If I banned you. All right, you know Joey C. Okay, no, I don't. Literally, I have no idea who you are. His very first time he came into your chat room and bought a membership, you banned him for no reason. I highly doubt that. To be honest with you, I don't have a sensitive trigger finger when it comes to banning people. I've banned and blocked people that are very chatty and spam and have an agenda that's very different than what I'm trying to do every morning. So if you were one of those guys, then you did get blocked and banned, and it was worth it. I mean, I can't think of many people I banned and blocked that it wasn't worth it, or it wasn't deserved, I should say. And even with that, like a lot of these people go, "Hey, man, I was having a bad day. I was having this." I'm like, "All right, what's your name?" And I unblock people all the time. But I honestly don't know who Joey C is. I'm sorry. I truly don't. They have nonstop orgies up there in that apartment building. Wow. Okay. I don't know what that means. I'm betting there's a lot of swinging going on in that apartment when it's, the apartment in Alaska. Yeah, man, because what else they got to do? A whole town living in one apartment in a small town in Alaska. John Court's dropping knowledge this morning. All right. Oh, my God. All right. I do got to start wrapping up. All right. Dude, can I get rid of you? I'm just putting you in timeout. I'm not getting rid of you. But you're doing exactly what I say that doesn't fly in my room. You're just trying to take over with your dumb nonsense. Whittier is a town in Alaska where most of the residents live in one 14-story building. Okay, that must be what I was looking at the other day. That's just crazy, man. Whittier, Alaska, you have to take the longest tunnel to get to it. Wow, all right. If you really hated Trump, you would move out of his building. Just saying. Donovan, first of all, this is not a Trump building. It's not a Trump building. This was one of the buildings that had Trump's name on it. Yes, but he didn't actually own the building. He owned the. I'm trying to think what actually he owned. He owned the. I guess it was his like management company. Was involved with this and many other buildings, and over the years they've taken the Trump name off all of these buildings, all of them. But Trump does not own this building. Trump doesn't own much of anything, and that's the reality of Trump. Hi, Ope. Hi, everyone. Enjoying the live stream. Thanks, Johari. Thank you, Johari. So leave New York, one of the most overrated cities in the world. Man, Wardle, I would do it tomorrow. I wish it was as easy as that. But you learn in life that it's not about you. It's not about me. You learn you got responsibilities for other people in your life, and those people are happier here. And honestly, I'm talking about my 2 kids, because my wife would leave with, we would leave tomorrow. We absolutely would. But the kids at this point are really settled in. They really like their schools. They're doing really well at their schools. They get high marks. They're exceptional students, if you want to know the truth. I don't like talking about my kids in general. I like to keep their privacy. But the fact is they're exceptional kids. They got good friends, and this is what they know. So that's the dilemma, is to try to figure it out. Because if I left tomorrow, I would be instantly way happier, 100%. But then I sit in a house somewhere in the middle of nowhere, because I want to just be in the middle of nowhere. The further away from people, the better for me. That's just what works for me. That's why I was talking about that little town in Alaska, because I think it spoke to me. I'm like, oh damn, the whole town lives in an apartment, and that's all it is. That's kind of cool. But then I'm happy somewhere else, and then my kids are like, well, I'm glad you're happy, because now I don't, now I got to make new friends. I got to figure out the new school. I got to, it's not right. It's not right. So that's why I kind of sit here and do the best I can living in New York. It's not like it sucks. It's not like I have a shitty living arrangement and all that. There's a lot of good here, and that's why every chance I get, I run to the ocean and hang out there at peace. At peace. Yeah, thank you, Teddy Two Guns. The town is called Whittier. Whittier. All right, let's start. Wrap it up. Damn, the likes were off the charts today. Thank you for all the likes. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you for throwing a couple bucks at the cause. I appreciate it, because now I think I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix that. Hey. As Brother Weeze would say, hey. I'm gonna go listen to Brother Weeze, actually. All right. Let me just make sure everyone's good on the Facebook. No, they're not good on the Facebook. See, the thing is, like, Facebook, they have a thing called stars, but so people give me a little something here and there, but I don't see it through the StreamYard app. So I try to do this every day and at least acknowledge the people that just day after day are throwing a little something at the cause. Thank you, Tom Taylor. Thank you, Paul. These are the same names every single day. I appreciate these people. Thank you. Every day, and they're not even looking for the acknowledgement. Thank you, Gail. Appreciate you, Gail. You know that. And then Greg Buell works with robots. I'm not sure if he's working with the AI, and I'm not sure if he's working with the superintelligence, but Greg Buell is a good dude from Michigan. Every day, they're not even asking for the acknowledgement of that. But I want to make sure I, show appreciation for people like that. Get Parts today. Yeah, I should be doing the Get Parts with Matt later. So we'll do a second. We'll be doing a second live stream today. All right. Was there anything else? The promoting is stupid, but no. I got a really, really nice jump up on my other podcast, and it was because I got some heat over the weekend. Oh, damn! Is that your sunrise? Oh, it's all the way. All right, it's on the other side of the building. Now the sunrise is coming up behind that one building as it moves across the sky, but it'll be coming up in the horizon again in the very near future. But got a lot of heat over the last 3 or 4 days with the Stuttering John nonsense, and then I was going to go on Shuley, and then that didn't work out, and I ended up on Kevin Bryant. Oh my God, it just set the Dabbleverse on fire. And because of that, I got a lot of action, a lot of attention on all my stuff. And I wasn't stupid. So in there, I was like throwing links to my other podcast, Comedy Quick Hits with Opie, and the number, whoa. So thank you to the Dabbleverse. They absolutely clicked and were listening to episodes. So if I'm promoting anything today, I want to promote my other podcast, Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. I'm telling you, it's a fast-moving clip show, basically. Really, really funny clips that I'm picking from the mostly the earlier episodes of my podcast when I was doing it with a lot of comedians and a lot of people. All right, so please check that out. I think you'll like it. It's very different than what everyone else is doing in the podcast world. Okay, quick, fast. You can digest the episodes really quickly. It's called Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. With that, I'm going to hit end stream. Guys, thanks for the likes. Thanks for the pocket money.